What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're actually going to be jumping into something kind of different. I'm going to mix in a few, we'll call them reviews, a few kind of things like that, because I've had a lot of people ask me what songs I listen to, what songs give me motivation, what songs do I think could be helpful to other people. So we're going to jump into some songs that I know, that I've already heard, but that I think that could be extremely beneficial to people that I haven't heard them. So we're gonna have a few of them on the list today with the reactions. People have asked for it. So let's talk about some things. The first one we're gonna jump into is about a very, very important topic, especially in mine and a lot of my friends' lives, is PTSD. One of the things that's the hardest thing in the world about PTSD is not actually having it. It's not being able to explain it. It's not wanting to explain it because some of the things that mess you up might mess up somebody else. And it's sad on a lot of levels because people go home and their families aren't quite sure what to do with the changes. They're not quite sure what that individual's going through, especially if some of them are very prideful and we don't talk about it. Thankfully, I was not in a super combat role or anything overseas, but I know people that were. I had friends that lost their lives over there. I have actual combat buddies that did go do that stuff, and I came back, and they were a little bit more messed up than some because they can't get those images. They can't get those smells, those tastes, those everything out of their lives. Once it's there to stay. It's not something that normal humans are meant to see, are meant to endure. War is not 100%. It's just hell. So I've heard a lot of different PTSD songs, a lot. Because it's something I'm very passionate about. It's PTSD, suicide awareness, mental health awareness, that kind of thing. I want people to get more knowledge. I want those families to know what it feels like for these individuals coming home. And out of all of the songs that I've heard so far, nobody explains it quite as well as Joe Bachman. A Soldier's Memoir, PTSD song. Let's jump into it. Listen to the words. It explains a lot about what some of these individuals are coming back and thinking about. Just very, very, very true, touching stuff here. Make sure we got full sound.
My name is Staff Sergeant David Crockett, United States Army.
My name is Tyler Southern. I was a corporal in the United States Marine Corps.
Just outside of Samara, Iraq, we were hit with a massive IED.
That's some staggering numbers, people.
We were given accurate intelligence that were up to 6 Taliban held up in a compound.
Instantly, just a blast of hot air just came over me and an intense pressure that you couldn't imagine.
We all split up and took different sides. I led my team to the far side, which was laced with 4 IEDs.
At that point, it basically rendered me unconscious for 45 minutes. I was in and out for about an hour until I basically kind of came to in a field hospital at Fob Spiker in Tikrit.
We all missed the first one on the front corner and turkey peeking a doorway. I stepped on the second. 10 pounds of homemade explosives, pressure plate IED, buried 6 inches.
For those that don't know, an IED is an improvised explosive device that can be made up of pretty much any kind of old ordnance, anything explosive whatsoever. Just because I know that some of the acronyms that we use are not normal for everyday people. They don't necessarily know what they mean. So
Detonated immediately.
I've been home about 6 months now, and I still have my doubts. I'm not sure how I got here or how I'm gonna get out. And my mama says I look the same as I did before I left. But if she could see inside of me, it would scare her to death. I can still taste the taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it off.
And there's where the problem lies. They teach you how to do all of this stuff and how to go to war and how to be a patriot and how to do things for your country. But when it comes time for you to reemerge back into the civilian world, there's no help transitioning. You have a 2 or 3 day period that they teach you exactly how to make a resume and things like that. And then they send you out into the world full of pent up frustration and hate. It's very, very easy to go over there and learn to hate people. I was over there for like 7 years almost. I had a lot of hate. And then people just come back and now all that hate just eats at them. All of those thoughts and that stuff. You heard him say, I could still taste the powder. It's the taste, the smells, the things that never leave them. Not everybody comes back and thinks about death in every thought, but there's a lot of thoughts about death. Like, that's not normal for normal people. But this is the kind of stuff that people back home got to know. That's why people are different when they come back. It's because they've seen, done, smelled, tasted things that nobody should ever have to. That it's not normal for a human to endure. Seriously, when I heard this song, I broke down the first few hundred times. Joe just kind of nails it right on the head with a lot of the way that people are coming back. We come back and we don't feel normal. We come back and we don't know how to, we don't know how to interact with Bill from next door, who has never seen anything, who's never left the neighborhood, or have barbecues with the neighborhood on the weekend, or go back to a normal 9-to-5 office job. It doesn't click. It doesn't fit. We don't fit into the puzzle anymore when we get back. It was a puzzle that needed us to be put together before, and then you come back and it's almost like they don't need those pieces anymore.
That Saturday they honored us in a small parade downtown. When they shot off those fireworks, I nearly hit the ground. And while they smiled and cheered for us, all I could do was stare. 'Cause part of me is here at home, but part of me is back there. And I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun. And I can hear my sergeant screaming, run, soldier, run. I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, got it weighed a ton. And I see death in every single thought. You taught me how to put that uniform on, but just can't get it off. God, there's no end in sight. 'Cause even though I'm home now, I'm still fighting for my life. I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun. I can hear my sergeant screaming, run, soldier, run. And I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, got it weighed a ton. And I see death in every single thought. They taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it off.
I don't know, I've prided myself on finding the silver lining in absolutely every situation. No matter how hard it is to find, there is a bright side to everything. I may have been relieved of 3 of my original issued limbs, but that gave me the opportunity to find true love, family, made him a possibility. You know, you might have to widen your gaze, but it's there.
There you have it. Widen your gaze. There's always a silver lining. There are far, far too many veterans out there that don't understand how to fit back in. That don't understand how. Luckily, I've figured out ways to fight my demons. My problems in my head are my problems in my head. We decided to just get along for a little bit. I have my days. All of us do. Everybody that has been over there, I promise you, every single one of them has their days. I used to think it was all BS, the whole PTSD thing, until I got home and I noticed my subtle changes and I realized that all of my friends had major changes. I've lost. I almost can't count it on 2 hands anymore. That's how many we've lost to suicide already since I've been out of the Marine Corps. It bothers me. It's something that we need to discuss. It's something that needs to be brought up. Make people aware of it. Because there are families and soldiers and Marines and sailors and airmen who all just don't really know what's going on. That's exactly what it is. There's not enough knowledge about how somebody feels because we don't tell people how we feel. We don't break down to our significant other and lay all of the stuff on them, because where would that leave them knowing everything that you've been through or everything that you've seen or done or had to endure? Like, why would... We're scared to break them as well. Or we think we got it. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get it. Sometimes it's hard to have a control. That's why I think we need to get more education about it. We need more people to care about learning about what they're going through instead of just looking at them like they're crazy. There are other, not to mention, on top of the suicides, then you got the homelessness. How many homeless veterans do we have in America? A lot. And other countries look at us and say, how do they let that happen? Americans look at it and we think, oh, it's normal. Boggles my mind. Just things to think about. I'm glad that I could bring something to you guys that I thought might be able to help a few people, might be able to help explain a few things. Let me know if you guys want to continue to see content like this down inside of the comment section. If you like to hit the like button, go show Joe Bachman some love on his channel. We're already subbed up. I hope you will too. It'll be down inside the description along with the original video link. Hit the dislike button if you disliked it. Check out one of my other videos up there. Subscribe right here if you want to see more content, possibly your content. Until the next one, highly combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon and back. Peace.